Good evening, Sin City, and welcome to another episode of the Social Media Show. I'm your host, Sam Dever, alongside my co-host, Aisha Jade.
Hi, guys. Happy Wednesday.
Very happy Wednesday, and we have a very special guest with us here today, Heather Frost of WestCare. Heather, welcome.
Good evening. Welcome.
No, thank you so much for being here. So we'll just get right into it. For people that don't know about WestCare, what is WestCare and what's your involvement in it?
WestCare actually has been around for 40 years, and it started up on Mount Charleston. In the beginning, WestCare started out as drug and alcohol treatment for everyone. And now it encompasses everything from drug and alcohol treatment for men and women. Women can get sober with their children with reunification. We do VA emergency housing, human trafficking emergency housing, crisis units for children that have been run away or throwaway kids. We do women with mental disorders as well that are chronically homeless. So all behavioral health is pretty much what we cover.
And you guys have multiple locations across the city. It's just not at one location, right? You guys have campuses all over town?
Yes, we do. We actually are throughout the country. We're in the U.S. Virgin Islands, Guam, starting in Saipan, all throughout the country. But in Las Vegas area, we are on North Rancho. That's where I'm at. Mount Charleston is our Harris Springs Ranch for men. It's about 40 men inpatient alcohol and drug treatment up there. We have outpatient services on Martin Luther King, and we have detox on 4th and Washington.
Okay, so you guys offer a variety
Yes.
of different services and things to help people out. How does it usually start? How does someone usually come to you? Right, how does it happen?
Well, it's a myriad of ways, really. Typically, if somebody's struggling with alcohol or drugs, they will end up in our detox facility. From there, they'll have an assessment, and depending on the level of care they need and what the assessment says, they can end up with me at Women and Children's Campus or up at Mount Charleston for the men. And if they need a lower level of treatment, they'll be at the outpatient services. So that's for the drug and alcohol treatment portion of that. We are contracted out with Department of Family Services, Department of Juvenile Justice. And so with that is usually where we get our runaway homeless youth or kids that have been thrown away or our human trafficking children. For Safe Haven, which is our women that are chronically homeless due to co-occurring mental issues, those usually will come in through the detox as well because they're coping, they're self-medicating with other things. For the VA, we're contracted out with the VA. So they will usually see them out first, and then we will get them for 90 days while they figure out their housing. So we do street outreach, too, for teens. So we have a team that goes out 4 days a week that they find the kids on this campus, the homeless kids. They'll put on a backpack, and they'll blend in. And so they go find them, and we start to befriend them and try to develop some trust so that we can bring them in and help them.
Wow.
Okay,
Well, yeah, I can understand that only because kids, it's so hard for them to want to realize what's actually happening in their lives. And sometimes they cope with different ways with drug and alcohol abuse.
Yeah, they do. Well, typically with the outreach kids, it's more that they don't, whatever happened to them, and it's usually something pretty horrible, they're better on their own, is how they see it. Yeah. And they would rather sleep in the streets. They would rather do those things. And sometimes they cope with drugs and alcohol. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they don't. So they just don't want to get in the system, as it were. Right. So we try to help them round that for them.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I know from visiting your guys' facilities and from talks with you, there's a lot of community support.
Yes.
For WestCare, it seems you guys rely a lot on the community to help for donations, and especially during big times, Thanksgiving, Christmas.
Yeah.
So has it been from your eyes, pretty strong community support from the Vegas community?
Yeah. Yeah, it has been. I mean, WestCare is 90% state and federally funded, so we are grant dependent. Pretty much. Mm-hmm. So we have to develop on the community, or, we have to use them for absolutely almost everything else. So because we've been around for 40 years, we just kind of keep our heads down and we do what we got to do. Nobody really knows that we're here until you absolutely need us. I believe in if we build it, they will come person. Mm-hmm. I can ask people for money every day. I can, but I have to show them why. I have to show them why that is, because we all know someone who's struggled somewhere, somehow with something. So I kind of got together with a friend of mine, Arnold Stock, and he runs Project Share. And he has given us his time, and he is connected with Home Depot to start a big renovation.
That's very cool.
Oh,
very cool. Now, Asia, I know you've grown up here out in Las Vegas. Do you see definitely the benefit of a program like this, WestCare?
Most definitely.
A need here in Las
Oh
Vegas
yeah,
for something
most
like
of my
that.
graduating class couldn't make it because most of them were, runaways or their parents kicked them out for no reason. Most of them, they were decent students, but they just had a tough life and they had no one to run to. And if we would have known that this was there back then, we probably would have advocated it in student council.
Yeah.
Which is great. Do you reach out? You do reach out to the schools. Do you go and put on assemblies for them and let them know that it's there, or?
Well, I think we'll do more of that now. Mm-hmm. We are involved with the schools with the Title I Hope for the homeless kids. Right. But no, we haven't gone and done an assembly or anything quite like that.
Okay.
So
not so much DARE, but just more informational.
Yeah, well, we're a safe place. So we try to get to the kids in the junior high or grade school level. Okay. So that they know they have a safe place to go. Right. So, but yeah, we should probably do that. We should probably do that.
Food for thought, I guess.
It's very good food for thought.
Well, and I know you guys are on Facebook, you guys are on Twitter, you're on social media. So if people want to get involved with WestCare, what's the best way for them to get a hold of you guys, whether they want to volunteer time, money, anything it could be they could do to help you out? What's the best way to get a hold of you guys?
Time and money are wonderful. Yeah. I would love it all. They can contact me directly at the Rancho campus. They can go on Facebook, and then or our website is westcare.com.
WestCare.com.
Okay.
All right. Any other last shout-outs, Heather? Any other information you can leave us with?
How people can get involved, possibly.
Yeah. I mean, I would like to open up our campus to as many volunteers as possible. We need people who have maybe an early childhood education that are willing to donate their time to come and help us run the nursery a little bit better. Clothes are a huge thing. Clothes that women actually can wear. Okay. Not things that they can't wear. A lot of our women have had street lives, and so we're trying to get them to dress with grace and dignity and show them what that's like. So, I would love as many people to get involved with us this fall as possible.
Oh yeah,
absolutely. Social media show. We're very happy to be working with you guys and look forward to.
I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, to see what we can build. And myself being there before, like, it doesn't really sink in until you go there,
right?
And you meet some of the people, and you
talk with them,
you really learn that your day really wasn't going that bad,
right?
Right.
I got
that coffee spilled on your lap wasn't as bad as what's going on.
Yeah,
in front
I'm
of
gonna tell you, nothing's just that big of a deal,
right?
And that's the thing I get from those clients the most is that, and I'm in recovery myself, so I like to be around that world because there's so much joy. And I'll tell you, there's nothing like looking in someone's eyes and seeing that light come on, and knowing that they found hope. It is truly amazing. It's such a gift.
All right, Heather. Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
We'll put up all your guys' links for people to check you out, and we look forward to building with you here in the future.
Awesome.
Oh, yes.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thanks, guys. Sam Dever of the Social Media Show here, and we are on the corner of Tropicana and Decatur here in beautiful Las Vegas, and I am here with some lovely ladies of WestCare doing some great things for a very special day. But enough from me. I want to hear from you guys. Can you introduce yourself and tell us what's going on here today?
Sure. My name's Julie Lafice. I'm Communications Director here with WestCare and one of our proud alumni.
Hi, I'm Cheryl. I'm a recovering addict. My clean day is May 3rd, 2010. Woo! I'm a WestCare graduate with my son out there, and I'm proud to be here, giving back.
Absolutely. It's the 40th anniversary today, correct?
Sure is. 40 years of service, founded right here in Las Vegas 40 years ago. Primarily serving at that point male heroin addicts was our cause. Now we have changed into so many different services, and we're in 15 different states and 2 territories. So we are feeling really proud.
Wow, that's amazing, and that's amazing how much you guys have grown. And I love the concept of the signs. Can you tell us a little bit about the theory of what you guys are doing today with the signs on the corner?
Sure. Well, you go through Las Vegas and you see people at the corner holding these cardboard signs, needing work, needing a place to stay, needing shelter, and that's one of the people that we work for is the homeless. We have shelters here in the Las Vegas area. We work for people not just that are homeless, people that are in their time of need, and bring them back, give them hope and give them life again, whether that be drug addiction, treatment, rehabilitation, mental health care, victims of domestic violence, those at risk or infected with HIV/AIDS. These are the type of people that we look to serve and that we want to help uplift their human spirit and get them back on their feet again.
Absolutely, absolutely. Would you agree with that?
Of course. It's given me my life back and my children's life back, and so I'm just blessed to be here and give them back to them after 40 years.
Very cool. Very cool. And I guess we are the social media show. How big of a role does social media play in what you guys are doing either today or just in general with WestCare?
Well, right now we're hashtagging WestCare Cares for this event, so any photo or anything, so those of you that are on the streets right now seeing us holding signs, hashtag WestCare Cares, because we definitely think social media is playing a huge role in society today. It's not just the people that decide what news, we make the news, people make the news. It's not that the press does that for us. It's everyone has their own voice that can be heard over social media, which is so powerful, and it's a great tool that we're excited to use. Facebook, WestCare, as well as Twitter, WestCare, and Instagram, hashtag WestCare Cares.
Awesome. Well, ladies, thank you so much for having us out here today. Any final words? Any final words?
WestCare, 40 years.
Woo woo! That's it.
Well, today was a very special day. We had an opportunity to have the mayor here and another mayor from the past. We did a ribbon cutting. We kicked off the new 5.21 acres that we're going to be filing applications for to build a convalescent type of a center here for housing. Things are going very, very well here. We had a great turnout, a lot of community leaders here. It was just a wonderful day for this, and I'm just so happy. There was a lot of private contributions made that will help us along and provide good needs for the women and children at this facility. Thank you, and I really enjoyed being able to be part of this process.
My name is Marianne. I'm 27 years old. I have one boy who I did have in WestCare. I first came here, well, my clean date is July 31st of last year, and I came here October 18th. Well, I sat at detox October 16th, but I came here October 18th, pregnant. I wasn't looking forward to WestCare, you know. I definitely had a different opinion on where my life should have been, and, you know, I was extradited from San Diego out here because I'm an intravenous meth user, and I violated my probation there. So, I got extradited, sat in jail, and then God granted me, you know, a blessing of WestCare. I had my baby boy here, Malachi. Like, the only thing that I can say about WestCare is that it's changed my life. It's you know, they got me ready for triggers, for the outside world. You know, to handle myself. I don't know what else to say other than it's changed my life.
Well, my clean date is 5/13/09.
My name is Doug, and my clean date is October 18, 2002. My name is Matthew, and I'm an addict. My clean date is June 19, 2000.
My name is James. I'm a grateful recovering addict. My clean date is July 29, 2010.
Whatever got you into treatment, that negative cycle stopped. And now as graduates, just like Pastor Camacho said, now we get to focus on what's forward. And as long as we continue to work hard in our recovery, then everything else will get better from this point. We will begin to change the direction of that cycle into a positive and a forward direction. And I'm grateful to be here to celebrate this with you all.
Marianne Swagger. my sisters, keep your head up, that right foot forward. I want to thank my mom for coming and supporting me. My life is so wonderful all because of West Care.